Welcome to my first video of 2021. I'm wishing you all a happy new year. Today's video is about the equipment that I use when I'm out for a ride. I've chosen to use the GoPro Hero 8. Really like it because it's small, it's tough and it's waterproof, so dead easy to use out on the trail. Don't have to worry about it too much. It's got a touch sensitive screen, which is brilliant. I can shoot in 4K, so adjustments could be made in post-production. I've bought lots of GoPro accessories in the past, thinking I'd use those out on the trail. But in reality, I actually use very few things because I need to be quick and efficient. So I'm hoping today I can share with you what I've used, talk about pros and cons. So maybe might just save you a bit of money. This is the small tripod I carry with me all the time. It's called a GoPro Shorty. It can be adjusted to a variety of heights, as you can see, and the legs pop out at the bottom. Put a quick release on the top, and it also doubles up as a rather nice selfie stick. Right, here we go. Setting off now, leaving Parsley Hay, going down to the Tissington Trail, down past a place. I have a GoPro chest harness mount, which I only tend to use if I'm riding very technical terrain because that makes the camera feel safer for me. Then I'm focusing on the riding as well. Downside for me is the putting it on and taking it off because I don't like to ride with it all the time. But I do know lots of people find them really good and they're very popular. So I do have an alternative. This is my favourite piece of equipment, which I found out about watching a Dustin Klein video. And it's actually a surfer's mouthpiece. And I really like this because it's quick. So that bit there goes into your mouth, and the camera goes on upside down underneath. Why do I like it? As I said, it's quick. When I first started using it, it felt really dead weird, and I'd only use it on really, really easy terrain. And what I'm actually doing now is riding more and more technical terrain. Wouldn't do consecutive drop-offs with it, just in case I sort of did the thing and I'd lost it. But it is much easier to use than you think. It's dead quick. That's a humongous plus when you're doing a trip. An absolutely essential piece of equipment I do use on all my accessories is this Vijim quick mount. Because when you're switching cameras from one accessory to another, you need to be as quick as possible, otherwise you're going to be out for an eternity. And also when it's cold, that becomes more and more important. When I'm filming a route, I always take 3 batteries with me because the worst thing in the world you want to do is run out of power. Now I actually have these numbered. So I tend to keep tabs on which one's in the camera and then which ones I'm swapping over. And that just helps you on your way because you want to be as efficient as possible. Those I have in a nice little container so they're nice and safe. Always put them in a waterproof bag. And another essential piece of equipment is a cleaning cloth, because there's nothing worse than getting back and you realise that you had a bit of dirt or condensation or something, or a bit of rain on the lens. In the past I have used third-party batteries, and to be honest, they were a bit hit and miss. So now I'm actually using the GoPro ones and I've had no problems with those whatsoever. If I want to do quite a bit of talking to camera, which I might do, for example, at the beginning of a video, I do like to use a big tripod, because for me, sometimes when I'm talking, I like to use my hands. I feel more relaxed and I find I do a better job. I wouldn't advocate actually doing the whole route with the tripod in a rucksack, because one, it's heavy, and two, if you came off, you'd probably really do yourself a mischief. This is actually a cheap and cheerful one. I think it was £30 from Amazon. It's fairly robust and easy to use, so absolutely perfect. If you've enjoyed this video, give it the big thumbs up, share it with your friends and consider subscribing. Sounds can really make or break a video, and it was probably something I didn't think a lot about at the beginning. So now I'm using this foam windshield and it just pulls down over the top of the camera. I tend to leave it on all the time, to be honest, because I want to be efficient and quick at everything I do. So there it is. I wanted to improve the sound quality of my videos, didn't know how to do it. Really lucky because I'm actually married to somebody who lectures in video production, and what he's got me to do is to start using these wireless mics. I'm actually using a Røde Wireless Go. I'm looking for the route between the rocks, round some of the roots. If I have to hit the roots, I'm going to try and hit them at 90 degrees, and I've got my backside off the saddle, so I can probably just bump over most things. Now I realise not everybody will want to do this, and I certainly don't do it all the time, but in a recent video where I was actually riding and talking at the same time in a tutorial video, it really did improve the sound quality. Whenever I use an external mic, I use a GoPro sound adapter, and this is held by a plastic Ulanzi case. So here I am using a Røde Wireless Go plugged into an audio adapter. Occasionally, if I need a bit of extra fill light, I use this Neewer video light. It's cheap and cheerful, very small. Turn it on at the top, and you can see there, you can change the intensity. If you've got a route you'd like to share, put it in the comments below. To carry the camera out on the trail, I personally quite like to use one of these chalk bags here. It's got a little drawstring, pulls it open. It does tip forward a little bit, but sometimes I just hook that round. And I also have one of these rather nice top tube bags that I keep things in, like spare batteries, a cloth, and assorted other small things I might need. So that's it in a nutshell. You've seen the equipment that I always use, plus a few extras if I want particular quality or I'm in a certain situation. And I use the example of doing a tutorial. I think probably the first thing that you need to decide though before you set out to do some filming is, are you filming a ride to show other people and you want the best quality that you can, or are you just going out for a jolly? Because sometimes it's very difficult to do both at the same time. I'm not saying filming's not enjoyable, it is, but it's a whole new ball game, and it will be a bit stop and starty sometimes when you go out. Over the next few weeks, what I do plan to do is do a video that actually shows you how I actually structure a film and plan a ride to slot in certain things. So keep in touch, see what's coming up next. Any comments you have about today's video or anything you'd like to add, or maybe you'd like to share something that you're actually doing with other people, please put in the comments below. They're always absolutely fantastic. Thanks for watching.